All right, enough bitching and complaining. Let's just go have some fun. There's a near zero chance that you subscribed just to listen to me whine all the time. Although if you did, I mean, it's probably a fetish then. In which case I will provide my PayPal information so you can send me the money. Break by the river, got my coffee, got some time before I have to go downtown. I think that the idea of putting nitrogen into cold brew and making it like Guinness, probably the smartest thing to happen to coffee in years. Kind of a weird day. The drop-in that I usually go to on Tuesdays is closed because all the staff's up for training, but a bunch of the kids still want to hang out, so I'm gonna go find them, hang out, but until then some coffee and relaxing. I mean, look at this view. Well, I was tagged to the 50 questions you've never been asked on YouTube. I don't know if I've been asked any of these questions. I haven't even looked at them. Just want to go ahead and give it to you. I'm just full of the innuendo today. Number one, are you named after anyone? I'm actually named after the poet Dylan Thomas. Although my middle name is Robert, so a lot of people think I'm named after Bob Dylan. Not actually named after Bob Dylan. Number two, when was the last time you cried? Yesterday, I think. I'm a big suck. Disney movies. Every time. Do you have kids? I have 2 kids that I know of. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? God, I hope so. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Never. What's the first thing you notice about people? Their eyes, probably. Maybe their mouth next. Eyes and mouth. No matter the gender, anything else, eyes and mouth. What is your eye color? The bluest. Scary movie or happy endings? Happy endings. Right. Favorite smells? Petrichor, old books, and leather. Man, just all the kinky innuendo today. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? Japan, for sure. I went to Japan for, I think, 7 or 8 days, a couple years back. And yet, I try to sort of find home no matter where I go, so I, within about 3 days, felt really comfortable there. Do you have any special talents? Where were you born? In the town I grew up in, Athabasca, little tiny town. What is your zodiac sign? Aries. And I don't believe in it, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. What are your hobbies? Do you have any pets? No, I have had pets. I do not have any pets currently, which is fine because Cassie has far too many. Do you have any siblings? I have one brother. His name is Deegan. He is about as different from me as 2 people can be, but he's a pretty okay fella. What do you want to be when you grow up? Older? Who was your first best friend? A fella named Oli. Olaf was his actual name. Called him Oli because his dad was called Oli, and he works in Toronto now. I think he's like one of the smartest people in Canada or something like that. It's apparently a paying job. How tall are you? I am 6'1", 6 if it's the end of the day and I'm all shrunk down. What is your least favorite thing about yourself? A handful of years ago, I lost about 185 pounds, and I actually have a lot of extra skin, so that's kind of the physical thing I hate the most about myself. Least favorite thing about myself, mentally or emotionally, I worry a lot. Funniest moment throughout school, probably when I went to Bible college and there was one gal who was, oh no wait, my buddy Dan touched my balls in English class. That's the funniest for sure. Also Bible college, interestingly. How many countries have you visited? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries, if you count Wales, which I do. What was your favorite worst subject in high school? Favorite subject was by far drama. I basically lived in the theater for most of high school. Least favorite subject was English, and then I ended up taking it in university, so go figure. What is your favorite drink, animal, perfume? Do they have to all be the same thing? Moose. Huh? What have you named your children? You know this, Autumn and Emily. Interestingly, if they were boys, they would have been Mac and Sam. What sports do you play? Have you played? I don't sport much. I have reffed for Derby. My Derby name was Big Sugar, 'cause I'm sweet. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? For sure, Casey Neistat is my always go-to. If I just want to turn off my brain, PewDiePie, because that guy is nuts. Old-timey YouTubers, my favorites are Cooking with Awesome, which is Morgan. Wheezy Waiter, of course, Craig is phenomenal. And Rachel Skirts. How many girlfriends, boyfriends have you had? I have had lots of girlfriends. 0 boyfriends. Favorite memory from childhood? Probably seeing the mountains for the first time. I can remember crying. It was amazing. How would you describe your fashion sense? Practical? What phone do you have? Always an iPhone. Tell us one of your bad habits. I chew my nails. I can't stand to see long nails. That might be a bit of an issue. I should probably look into that. 3 things that upset you. Lying, putting other people's emotions or feelings on me when they're not about me. Mostly lying. Can I just say like 3 different kinds of lying? 3 things that make you happy. Openness, honesty, and cheese. How is your relationship with your parents? They're absolutely wonderful. What is on your mind? I am probably almost done my lunch break, so I should probably run downtown to meet those youth. What's your talent? Billy? One word that describes you. Billy? What's a favorite quote? I'm gonna butcher this, but it's a John Green quote. It's that love will win in the end, which may be a lie, but if it is, it's the most beautiful lie that we have. Any pets? You already asked this. What's the farthest you've been from home? Really? 2 doubles? This is, are you an extrovert or introvert? I made a movie. Are you left-handed or right-handed? Righty-tighty. Do you consider yourself a good cook? I consider myself an interesting cook. I think I'm a good cook. I tend to make pretty good food. I get bored when I've cooked something a certain amount of times. So I'm a good cook in that I make good food. I'm a bad cook in that I'm pretty inconsistent with being able to reproduce it. Does your name have a special meaning? Like I said, Big Sugar, because I'm so sweet. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday? Can it be a birthday gift for a lifetime lease or buying a building? Buying an office, for sure. Like an office studio, that would be it. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Probably here. I really like Alberta and Edmonton. I'd like the money to travel more, but as a home base goes, it's a pretty great home base. What's your favorite thing to have for breakfast? Pretty much anything that consists of sausages. What's your favorite gadget? Probably my camera. What's your longest relationship so far? Coming up on 21 years. That's a long relationship. Unless you count my buddy Dave Sawchuk, in which case that's almost a lifetime one. But I mean, we haven't had sex in years. You know, all told, it ended up being a pretty okay day. Hanging out with the kids was awesome. We just sort of hung out and had coffee and talked. They got to ask a lot of questions they normally wouldn't because it was just sort of one-on-one, which was really nice. Weather's gorgeous. I got to go out and do some filming. I live in such a beautiful neighborhood. I sometimes forget how gorgeous it is, and it was really nice. Just walk around and take some video. Still not sure how people would feel if they looked through their window and saw me videotaping their fountains, but I was also realizing I only answered 48 questions because 2 were repeats. So if you have 2 other questions you want me to answer, please just go ahead, shoot them down below or on Facebook or wherever else you contact me. I will answer those 2 questions no matter what it is. Just go ahead and ask me anything. Should I be nervous about that? With the people I know, yes. Still gonna do it. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm gonna call it a night. Good night, fam. Make sure to wake me up before you go. What does that even mean? This is why I'm awkward around people.